Welcome to Fine Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be firing up over here at Universal Studios Hollywood for some updates. Not already follow me on Instagram or X at the Cali Bet. Please subscribe, hit the like button, fire it up. I'm the main host, Mondo. Let's do this. Oh my Lanta, I had no intention of coming to Universal Studios Hollywood today. But shout out to Universal High for all the updates. The ride vehicles, Fast and Furious ride vehicles are out, and that's what we're here for. Jaws merch also arrived for the 50th. We'll check that out later. Right now, we gotta kind of rush our way to see if we can catch those ride vehicles. It'll be my first time seeing it in person. Oh my Lanta, I finally got to see it. There it is.
What's up? I'm Lex. I'm just here checking on the progress about Zebra Mobile. Getting here is from one of the Fast and Furious movies. There's too many of them, but it's from one of them. But we are now getting our ride vehicles in place, as you see from our diagram here. This one is the Zebra Mobile.
Oh.
Our first vehicle.
Wow.
So yeah, everything's looking great.
So, the Zebra Mobile.
Yes.
Is it a zebra driving it?
Unfortunately, it is not a zebra. Unfortunately, it's not Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
I think
his is coming soon.
Soon.
Yeah,
Someone in the family, one of the family members drove it, but it was not Vin Diesel. I wish it was though. I think he might be a little too big for that.
Yeah.
I actually think that might have been one of the cars that he jumped off of a car, caught someone, and then he spun and then
wow.
on the windshield. I think that's the car he landed on.
Got it.
So,
this is exciting.
very exciting stuff.
Oh my
We got
God.
Phil and Will up there working on it, so
Sheesh.
everything's looking good.
I'm excited. Thank you, Lex.
Of course, it's always a pleasure.
Finally, we get to see the ride vehicle. It looks awesome in person. Obviously, it's not a Zebra Mobile. It's just some camouflage that they're putting. Really reminds me of like when you see new vehicles that are supposed to come out like next year and they have like a camouflage in the freeway. That's what that reminds me of. It's cool to see the ride system that we're gonna see and how it turns. You know, our first visuals at that. This is like breaking news, man. Finally, it's so cool to see it in person. I could confirm too, we've been talking out here, all the ride vehicles, they're supposed to be different. They're not all gonna look like that. So this is just the one of many. How cool is that? Oh, this is so cool. I wanna go get some Horror Night updates now that we got the visual on that, but I could just stare at it all day. Also too, it looks like it's gonna be just a lap bar, essentially. No restraints up here, it's just a lap bar. Really reminds me of Velocicoaster. Yeah, it's gonna be a restraint that comes from the back down, not like Cosmic Rewind where it's like from your waist, waist to waist. Wow. So cool. This is so cool. Different angle right here. Oh, this makes me so happy. I have no clue how much this ride vehicle has been moving. Like, is it moving inch by inch kind of thing, for a pull through? I heard it's just kind of like a station pull through, so it's really only gonna stay up there. Imagine when this thing starts getting pulled through here, and most importantly, all the way down there. Oh, we are in for exciting times, everybody, here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Wow. So we have to kind of peek through this little hole to see the front. Is it Dom's Charger or what? That's as good as angle as I could get at the front. I'm feeling like that's Dom Toretto's Charger right there. Wow. They have been non-stop on the retaining wall construction right here. They got lots of heavy machinery out here. Looks like they keep putting these poles into the wall over here through that machine. Very cool. It's kind of crazy how that side of the hill is going to be gone. All of this. All of that gone that way. All right, let's do some Horror Night updates. So, this facade, I was going through some old photos of mummy construction from the past, and a lot of facades look like this facade. It has like the same structure pretty much. I guess the one thing that's kind of different is where the door is. I was thinking, I'm just going to throw this out there. What about if this is Last of Us 2? And the way that it happens, we just get kind of the same facade, except they just put part 2. You know what I mean? They just part 2 and the whole house is different. Or what about if they go a sad route and they just give us Last of Us Part 1 again? That would be crazy. I hope it's not that. But yeah, I'm still like skeptical that this is Jason. It's one of those, like, I don't want to get all these hopes up to just be destroyed. But we'll see. For all we know, this could be Universal Monsters. They're also doing a lot of work and closing in the walls right here. Getting all that stuff for lighting and speakers and stuff. So lots of progress on Mummy. Lots of progress. Out there, at the one that's being speculated as Scarecrow, they're starting to primer up the facade. So maybe details start going up on that. Most importantly, maybe announcements. Epic Universe grand debut tomorrow. So I guess once we get through that, HHN announcements are imminent. Please, please. And then far off in the distance over there at Jurassic World Extended Queue, that's what it's looking like. I don't think there's much progress to the facade out there. I wish I had time to like really get a good look, but I think we'll save that for a next trip. Another thing I want to talk about, I see some stuff out here kind of in this holding area. Look at that. That looks like a lot of wood has arrived. Most importantly, a lot of wood for what? For the house that's going to go behind Transformers. I could only assume they're trying to get that Dungeons and Dragons stuff the heck out of here as quickly as possible, because they got to get started for Horror Night. There's going to be a maze in there. At least that's what's been rumored. They've used that stage for many years. So really curious. Do you guys think that's all that stuff right there is for the new maze? What could even go in that maze too, you know? Look, it's moving. Another update to talk about is the last time I was here, all this was like broken ground, big old chunks of cement and stuff. Now it's just flat. It's a flat dirt field. And that is supposed to be Q, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe they start doing all this, pouring cement here too. Gosh, it's so cool to see the ride vehicle. Want to get a couple more Horror Night updates. Here we got the facade really coming to life now at Parisian Courtyard. Here we got a better angle at the facade. Any clues? What do you think this is? What do you guys think this house is gonna be? It's too hot out here, Dracula.
And I'm too hungry.
50 years of Jaws is being celebrated over here at Universal Studios Hollywood. We are going to have a summer event that is going to involve Jaws, but merch has arrived. Got a cool Jaws hat. Is it a snapback though? Kind of a snapback. 29 bucks. I like that it's like a breathable one. It's so hot out here at Universal today. Jaws shark plushie with a 50 on it. That's cool. That's cool. What are these? Little People collector. Huh. Wow. Fisher Price, 22 bucks. Okay, never seen that before. Amity Island. I don't know if that's a kid shirt. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, we got a mug. 1975. For your coffee, 25. Oh, it's like imprinted. That's nice. Lanyards. What? So cool. I just love the 50. The 50's on everything. We got a bucket hat. Is it reversible? Yup. So here are the two sides of the bucket hat. How much is this sold for? I like how it's taking a bite out of the name right there. 30 bucks. So 30 bucks for the hat. Amity Island. 27. All right. What else do we got? Tank top. Perfect for right now. It's so hot. This one, 37. I think this one's my favorite so far. This one is 27. Okay. Got a cool mug with the 50 in there. This one's 20. Don't go in the water. Then what is this? So bring your lunch to work right here? Wow. Look at that. 40 bucks. With the 50 branding. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Is this a jacket too? It's like a windbreaker. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, there it is. Wow, there's more merch on the side. Oh, it has stuff on the back. Da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum-dum. This one is being sold for 65. Okay. Got a Jaws hat, like a bite took out of your hat right here. This one is 28. Look, I got some person swimming too. That's cool. Obviously, the coolest thing here, probably the Jaws Spirit jersey. I think we've seen this stuff before. I just kind of want to show the new stuff. Wow. Very beautiful. What is this thing? The Game of Jaws. What? It's you against the great white shark. One wrong move and the jaws go snap. What the heck? Wow. Never seen this before. 55. Okay. Well, that's a cool game. What is this? It's like a side body. This is cool. Very, very cool. This one's being sold for 50, and then the 50 branding on the back. They even got pins. This one says 50 on it. Beach is closed, no swimming. Look at that, that's terrifying right there. Did you see that in your glasses? Got a bottle opener. Man, this thing's like it's like a magnet. Okay, okay. Oh, they got a wallet. It's kind of cool. Now, what is this? Keychains. That's cool. I could only assume there's probably going to be more stuff coming, but this is all there is for today. This is the last one. It's a fleece blanket, and look at the image. 40 bucks, 40 bucks. Also, too, just the Universal logo FanFest stuff is the only thing on discount, 30% still. All the IP stuff is still full price, but they have a lot of it. So we got Back to the Future. I saw Dungeons and Dragons, Star Trek. They have a little bit of Jujutsu Kaisen left. One thing I wanted to mention, this like resurgence of merch for Battlestar Galactica. We got a hoodie, got this cool hat that I've never seen. Look at this, a jacket. That one's 95. Look at this shirt. What? I never see this one. Wow. And then this shirt too. Wow. Dropped a lot of new stuff. Is there more over here too? Yep. Wow. This whole rack, Battlestar Galactica. This is clean stuff. I like it. They even got some of the One Piece stuff. The shirt, the hoodie, the hat. The little kid one too. Very cool. That's going to be all for today's trip. Just wanted to get these crazy banger updates, and I'm glad I did. Shout out to Universal High for letting people know what's up out here. Because of him is the reason I was out here. So shout out to Universal High on X. All right, everybody, smash that like button. We are firing it back.